World of Magic: Rise of Magic is an exciting single-player action RPG that immerses you in a vibrant fantasy world ruled by magic. The game stands out with its revolutionary spellcasting system, which makes you feel like a true magician as you master diverse spells and engage in intense battles. The storyline is gripping, centered around avenging your family and uncovering the mystery behind the invasion of monstrous creatures into the human world. Your choices play a major role, shaping not only the narrative but also the world itself, ensuring that each playthrough feels unique. The visuals are stunning, with detailed environments and cinematic cutscenes that pull you deeper into the lore. The character progression system allows you to tailor your playstyle, whether you prefer to be a powerful spellcaster or a balanced adventurer. Overall, it's a game that combines innovation in mechanics with a compelling story, making it a must-play for fans of magic and adventure. If you're a fan of games where your decisions matter and enjoy mastering intricate systems, this title promises a memorable experience. Crime Scene Cleaner is a simulation game that puts you in the shoes of Kowalski, a school janitor who becomes entangled in the world of organized crime to pay for his daughter's medical bills. The premise is simple yet intriguing. You clean up crime scenes for the mob, erasing evidence and restoring rooms to pristine condition while uncovering pieces of a deeper story. What sets this game apart is its unique blend of relaxing gameplay and a dark narrative. Each level starts with a brief glimpse into the crime you're about to clean, immersing you in a world of mystery. The tasks are methodical, using mops, sponges, and even a power washer to remove blood and tidy up. But there's always a hint of tension as you uncover evidence of what happened. The game even adds a touch of humor with details like accidentally leaving bloody footprints if you're not careful. Visually, Crime Scene Cleaner delivers highly detailed and atmospheric environments that make each level feel unique. The sound design, from the splatter of blood to the satisfying swish of cleaning tools, adds to the immersion. You also have the option to upgrade your tools and unlock secret areas, giving the gameplay extra depth. Despite its morbid theme, it's surprisingly relaxing, much like Power Wash Simulator, but with a sinister twist. This game is perfect for those who enjoy slow-paced, story-driven simulators with a touch of the macabre. Crime Scene Cleaner turns the mundane act of cleaning into an unexpectedly engaging and satisfying experience. If you're looking for a single-player game with a deep, emotional narrative, Beyond Two Souls is a must-play at least once. This cinematic adventure from Quantic Dream takes you through the life of Jodie Holmes, a girl tethered to a mysterious supernatural entity named Aiden. The story is immersive and shaped by your decisions, making every choice feel impactful. What sets the game apart is its stunning visuals, realistic character animations, and top-notch performances by Elliot Page and Willem Dafoe. The gameplay combines interactive storytelling with light action mechanics, where you alternate between controlling Jodie and Aiden. You'll explore Jodie's life through flashbacks and present-day events, unraveling themes of love, loss, and self-discovery. The PC version adds improvements like 4K resolution, 60 FPS, and local co-op, where two players can take control of Jodie and Aiden separately. The ability to play the story in chronological or cinematic order adds flexibility to how you experience the narrative. While the gameplay mechanics can sometimes feel clunky, the game's emotional impact and cinematic presentation more than make up for it. Definitely a unique experience worth exploring. Police Simulator Patrol Officers offers an immersive experience for players who want to step into the shoes of a law enforcement officer. Set in the fictional city of Brighton, the game allows you to patrol diverse districts, handle tasks like issuing parking tickets, responding to traffic accidents, and even tackling more complex scenarios like identifying drunk drivers. The attention to detail is impressive, requiring players to follow proper procedures and laws, making it ideal for fans of realistic simulations. What makes this game stand out is its gradual progression system. As you complete shifts and gain experience, you unlock new tools and responsibilities, keeping the gameplay fresh. You start with basic foot patrols and later gain access to police vehicles, adding new layers to the experience. The city feels alive, with busy streets, parks, and NPCs going about their routines, though some repetitive character models and dialogues can occasionally break the immersion. While the simulation is generally engaging, it does have its flaws. The driving mechanics could use some improvement, and occasional bugs may disrupt your session, though they rarely ruin the overall experience. Whether you choose the casual mode or the stricter simulation mode, you'll find unique challenges and a satisfying sense of accomplishment as you enforce the law. If you're looking for a detailed, methodical, and often relaxing simulation game, Police Simulator Patrol Officers is a solid choice. It's not perfect, but its blend of realism and strategy provides plenty of rewarding moments for fans of the genre. Diplomacy is Not an Option is a refreshingly unique real-time strategy game that blends elements of city building, tower defense, and chaotic, large-scale battles. Developed by Door 407, it's a title that stands out in the genre with its dark humor, low-poly visuals, and intense strategic depth. The core gameplay revolves around managing resources, constructing defenses, and leading your armies against relentless waves of enemies. What sets it apart is its blend of strategic decision-making with unexpected challenges, such as managing disease outbreaks caused by uncollected corpses, which can lead to zombies attacking your base. The game features multiple modes, including Campaign, Sandbox, Endless, and Challenges, each offering a distinct twist on gameplay and ensuring replayability. Visually, the game's minimalist art style ensures smooth performance even during massive battles. The colorful environments and humorous cutscenes add a layer of charm, making the chaos oddly enjoyable. Combat mechanics are deep, yet accessible, with units ranging from basic swordsmen to catapults and specialized troops like healers and cavalry, all of which require thoughtful use to counter diverse threats. While some might find the soundtrack repetitive over time, the finely tuned mechanics and addictive gameplay loop make this a must-try for fans of strategy games. It's perfect for anyone who enjoys a mix of humor, creativity, and large-scale tactical battles. If you're into games like Age of Empires or They Are Billions, this one is worth your attention. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 Heart of Chernobyl is a stunning survival horror experience that immerses you in the desolate and unpredictable zone. The game beautifully combines atmospheric exploration with tense survival mechanics. The zone feels alive, with its dynamic weather systems, eerie lighting, and hostile anomalies, creating a world that is as breathtaking as it is dangerous. As you explore, you'll encounter mutants, factional conflicts, and haunting remnants of humanity, all enhanced by excellent sound design and visuals. What stands out most is the freedom in storytelling. Rather than a linear narrative, the game weaves smaller, interconnected tales that you uncover through exploration and interactions with NPCs. Each decision you make shapes your journey, from siding with factions to saving or abandoning strangers in need. These choices lead to organic encounters, like stumbling into a deadly storm or watching two rival groups tear each other apart. The combat adds another layer of intensity. Weapons feel heavy and realistic, requiring strategy and precision. Every encounter feels unique, from fending off mutants to skirmishes with hostile factions, though the lack of modern conveniences like grenade indicators or overly polished mechanics makes the game demanding. Despite occasional bugs, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2's hauntingly beautiful world, philosophical undertones, and emergent gameplay make it a must-play for fans of survival games. It's not just a game, it's an experience that stays with you long after you leave the zone. Chernobylite Complete Edition is a fascinating blend of survival horror and RPG set in the hauntingly recreated Chernobyl exclusion zone. The game's atmosphere is its strongest point, with stunning visuals and audio immersing you in a world of eerie silence, overgrown landscapes, and lingering dread. The detailed 3D scans of the exclusion zone give the game an unmatched authenticity. You play as Igor, a physicist searching for his fiancée Tatiana, which adds a personal and emotional layer to the survival gameplay. The mix of stealth, base building, and resource management keeps the experience engaging. Missions often challenge you to choose between direct combat or sneaking through enemy patrols and mutated creatures. Ammo scarcity encourages creativity and tension, making every encounter feel significant. The base building mechanics offer a nice balance to the intense expeditions. Upgrading your base with crafting stations, food supplies, and radiation protection helps you prepare for each new mission. The narrative-driven decisions impact relationships with your companions and the story's outcome, adding depth and replayability. While some issues like inconsistent AI and limited combat mechanics can be frustrating, they don't overshadow the game's overall appeal. If you're into atmospheric survival games with a touch of sci-fi and a gripping personal story, Chernobylite is definitely worth playing at least once. Astroneer is a fantastic choice if you're looking for a single-player adventure that combines exploration, creativity, and a sense of wonder. This game lets you step into the shoes of a space explorer, tasked with reshaping alien planets through terraforming, resource gathering, and crafting. Its colorful, minimalist art style and relaxing gameplay make it stand out in the genre. What makes Astroneer special is its open-ended sandbox approach. You can dig deep into planets, build sprawling bases, or create intricate networks of power and resources. It's a game that rewards curiosity, whether you're venturing into unknown caves or constructing unique tools to overcome environmental challenges. In 2024, the developers are introducing major updates, including new content and lore under the banner of the Year of the Glitch. A mystery expansion is planned for the end of the year, promising to push the game to new heights. It's a great time to dive into Astroneer, as its developers continue to enrich the experience with meaningful updates and surprises. If you enjoy crafting, exploration, and discovering secrets across stunning alien landscapes, Astroneer is definitely worth playing. It's the kind of game that you'll remember for its unique charm and endless possibilities. Sulfur is an intriguing mix of roguelike mechanics and the unique dynamics of an extraction shooter, offering an intense single-player experience. You play as a righteous priest, descending into procedurally generated caverns filled with grotesque, cartoonish enemies, resembling twisted Halloween decorations. The game's visual style stands out with a dark, gore-filled twist that contrasts its childlike aesthetics, delivering a mix of charm and visceral combat. The gameplay loop keeps you on edge. You start each run from a hub, a church filled with shops and characters, and dive into levels to collect loot, fight enemies, and make tough decisions. Do you extract with what you've gathered, or risk it all for better rewards deeper down? Combat feels rewarding, with a variety of weapons and abilities to upgrade over time. However, expect a steep challenge. Death means losing your gear, but also learning and improving. While Sulfur is currently in early access, it already has a lot to offer, though there are some rough edges like occasional bugs and level generation quirks. Overall, it's a fresh and creative take on the roguelike genre, perfect for players seeking something distinctive and challenging. Keep an eye on this one as it develops. It has the potential to become a standout title in its niche. Silent Hill 2 is a masterpiece of psychological horror, and its 2024 remake breathes new life into this classic. The game follows James Sunderland as he ventures into the eerie town of Silent Hill, driven by a letter from his deceased wife. What makes Silent Hill 2 stand out is its ability to combine a deeply emotional narrative with a haunting atmosphere, creating a sense of dread that lingers throughout the experience. The remake enhances the original with updated visuals, smoother controls, and new mechanics like dodging, which makes combat feel more fluid while retaining the tense, clumsy nature that fits James' character. The town of Silent Hill feels alive with its dense fog, unsettling environments, and masterful sound design, including 3D audio that immerses you in every creak and distant groan. The puzzles are a major focus, offering a variety of challenges that blend exploration and critical thinking. While the game has a more action-oriented tone compared to the original, it maintains its core identity as a survival horror. The reimagined combat and the addition of multiple endings, including new ones, provide great replayability. If you enjoy psychological storytelling paired with atmospheric tension, Silent Hill 2 is a must-play at least once in your lifetime. The Outer Worlds is a sci-fi RPG that blends humor, deep dialogue, and a fascinating world filled with quirky characters. It's a spiritual successor to Fallout New Vegas, but with a unique, corporate-controlled space setting. The game shines in its character development, allowing you to choose companions with distinct personalities that can influence combat and dialogue. Its narrative feels engaging, though the main story doesn't fully match its potential. Combat is straightforward, and while it doesn't always feel challenging, there are creative ways to avoid it using your character's skills. The game's smaller, focused worlds add a personal touch, making exploration enjoyable without feeling overwhelming. If you're a fan of RPGs where choice and character interactions matter, this one is definitely worth experiencing. Resident Evil 4 Remake is a standout in the survival horror genre, offering an experience that blends action and classic tension in a way that feels both modern and nostalgic. The game builds on its 2005 predecessor while making substantial updates, especially in terms of combat and player control. The most significant improvement is the ability to move and shoot simultaneously, which adds a new layer of strategy during intense firefights. Leon's knife is also more versatile now, not just for slashing, but also for parrying attacks, which brings more dynamic combat to the forefront. The enemies, from the cultists to the terrifying monsters like Verdugo, remain a highlight. Each enemy type requires different tactics, keeping the player on their toes throughout the journey. Boss fights are intense, with encounters that feel both exhilarating and terrifying. Even though the combat is smoother, the game manages to bring back the dread of survival horror, with sequences that feel more immersive and unnerving than before. One of the most improved aspects is the character of Ashley. The escort missions that were once frustrating now feel more balanced, as Ashley is capable and resourceful, adding to the tension without constantly dragging down the experience. Overall, Resident Evil 4 Remake is a must-play for any fan of the series or newcomers to the franchise. It manages to honor the legacy of the original while introducing enough new elements to keep it fresh and thrilling, proving that the game still has a lot to offer. Frostpunk 2 is an exceptional follow-up to its predecessor, expanding on the survival city-building formula with new challenges and a gripping narrative. Set in a frozen world where the last remnants of humanity are trying to rebuild, the game focuses on managing a growing city, not just surviving the cold, but navigating political, social, and environmental obstacles. The game's central mechanic revolves around balancing resources, maintaining morale, and, of course, dealing with catastrophic events like deadly whiteouts. As the new leader, known as the Steward, you will guide New London through tough choices that impact not only survival, but also the future of civilization. The game introduces a more complex political system where your decisions are influenced by different factions with their own agendas. This requires a deep understanding of both resource management and diplomacy. If you fail to manage relationships with these factions, you risk riots or worse. The game's visuals are stunning, with the Unreal Engine 5 bringing the harsh, icy landscape to life. Watching districts come to life as you build is satisfying, and even in the chaos, the game allows moments of quiet reflection as you zoom in on the bustling streets of your city. Frostpunk 2 is a game of tough decisions. Do you prioritize the immediate survival of your people, or do you take risks to ensure a better future? The thrill of balancing these choices is what makes it a must-play. It's not a game you can rush through. Each decision has far-reaching consequences, and the pressure of managing every detail keeps you constantly on edge. It's a masterpiece that will appeal to fans of city builders and survival games alike.